What's going on? TJ Fitness News Reviews, and together with me today, Primeval Labs Primalog GDA Glucose Disposal Agent. Listen, people, I'm gonna take you to the label of this monster here. This is a long ass loaded label. Then I'm gonna share with you my personal experience using this one for the last probably good 6 weeks now. This is my second tub. And right towards the end of the video, I'm gonna share with you my final verdict, should you care. Let's get right into it. Okay guys, GDAs, glucose disposal agents. Why do you want a GDA in your life? So listen, mama said that carbs are the devil. And you know carbs are the devil, right? First, they are tasty. I want carbs. Everybody loves carbs. Even people on keto diets, even hippies on keto diets love carbs. They miss carbs. But, you know, science discovered about 20 years ago that fat is not the devil and carbs are the devil. And then, since then, unfortunately, carbs have been, you know, the antichrist of staying lean. GDAs are supposed to help you make carbs great again. That's the idea. So GDAs, any type of GDA that you look into, will try to take a list of ingredients that are actually focused at helping your body translate carbohydrates, heavy carbohydrate meals, into something that shuttles these carbs into muscle energy rather than into fat cells. So there's a lot of strategies around it, and without going into too much science here, the idea is to reduce insulin spikes when you're having a lot of carbs and actually providing the body with the ingredients that help him take these carbohydrates and energy and shuttle them into the muscle where they can be put into good use. That's why when usually you look at GDAs in the directions, they would be recommended to either take them after or before a heavy carb meal, usually 50 to 60 grams at least of carbs, or prior to your workout, which is just after you had your heavy carb pre-workout meal. That's where usually you would see GDA. Now, how to differentiate between different GDAs? The easiest part is obviously to try them and see what works for you. But really, when you look at the science behind the GDA ingredients, there's a very clear science behind several ingredients, and there's also recommended dosage. And one of the things that I really liked with Primeval Labs Primalog right out of the gate, just like probably every Primeval Labs product that you see out there, this thing is so fully loaded, it is insane. Most of the stuff here is probably overdosed when you look at the research behind these ingredients. And I'm not going to go through the whole label and tell you what each and every ingredient is going to do for you. I'm actually going to link to the blog post that we wrote in the description below so you can go and read the whole science background. But really, look at just a couple of examples here. Banaba extract, which is one of probably the most prominent GDA agents that you're going to see in any GDA product, right? And you're going to see here 500 milligrams of banaba extract. That is a lot. That is really right there at the high end. But this doesn't stop here. I'm going to put the label here so you can go with me over just a few of the ingredients where I just want to emphasize how much thought plus no saving of money and expense whatsoever went into this product just looking at the label here. Let's look at the first ingredient that you see here. So you see Gymnema sylvestre, 1 freaking gram. I don't think I've ever seen so much in a GDA or any other type of product. You see agmatine here at 750 milligrams. Now, you might think about agmatine as a pump agent, but it is also a GDA. It's a double agent. It also acts as a glucose disposal agent to help you with shuttling carbs into your muscle. Let's just continue. Bitter melon, 500 milligrams. Berberine, which is another ingredient that you're going to see in a lot of different GDAs. That is a lot. Then you have C3G, which is an ingredient that Primeval Labs actually used in Pyretic, which is their steam-free fat burner. I really love this ingredient. It's a fat metabolizer. Again, helps translate energy into energy rather tthan fat. Then, just to finish this label, and again, I'm skipping a couple of ingredients here. You have 2 forms of ALA. You have RALA and you have ALA. RALA is 18 times more bioavailable than a regular ALA. Primeval Labs decided to put both of them in this formula. Listen, people, and that's not it, but I'm gonna stop here. Listen, this is such a loaded formula that the serving size is 7 7 capsules. That is a lot of capsules. Honestly, like if you compare it to other GDA alternatives out there, you're probably gonna be okay with 4 capsules here if you're not eating shitloads of carbs. If you're just like a normal person eating carbs and you wanna make sure that these carbs are put to use, then just half of it would probably be okay. But this tub has 30 servings of 7 capsules. Let's talk about how Primeval Labs says to use Primalog. Actually, on the label itself, you're going to see that the only usage mentioned is to take this thing pre-workout. The idea is obviously that if you had your pre-workout meal, which is usually a heavy carb meal, so you have that energy in the gym, is to convert this energy into real energy rather than fat. So that's supposed to be like one of your heaviest carb meals. The way I've been using this is actually in 2 forms. One is in a pre-workout state, which is if I'm not training early in the morning. If I'm training in fasted state, which is actually what I mostly do, then I've been using Primalog in 2 ways. One is post-workout meal, because usually my morning I train fasted and then I eat shitloads. I probably eat half of my calories in the first 2 hours after my workout. That is the perfect time for Primalog. The second way I've been using it is just during the day with a heavy carb meal. If I'm not working out, if I'm on a rest day and I have a heavy carb meal, one of them is usually heavier in carbs, that's when I would use Primalog. And I actually use the whole 7 capsules, like I said. So the way I've been using these capsules, if you're a savage like me, then you would take these 2, 4, this is how 2, 4, 6, 7. This is how 7 capsules would look like. If you're a savage like me, you would do this. And that's it. But obviously I suggest that you actually take them 1 by 1 or 2 by 2, whatever your throat can handle. So let's talk about my personal experience with this baby here. When I use it pre-workout, I definitely feel that I have more energy and I definitely feel more pumped. So I guess this is exactly what's happening there. All these carbohydrates that I had in my pre-workout meal are just going now into the muscles, and I feel the energy increase and I feel the pumps. The second thing I've actually been using this is together with this baby here, the Bio S3 Intracell 7, which is obviously a carb intra workout, and the pumps with these two together are just freaking insane. Insane. When I did use it in my post-workout meal or just with a heavy carb meal, it's relatively harder to feel the immediate effect of this thing, but I definitely feel like I can eat more carbs without having that impact on the scale in the day after. Now, this doesn't mean that you can take this and just eat shit, like 3 trays of pizza, have a 10,000 calorie cheat meal every day, and just have Primeval Labs Primalog or any other type of GDA solve your problem. But I definitely felt the effect of having less extra weight in the day after when I did have a heavy carb meal. One of the things I do want to note is that I didn't feel any gastric distress or any side effects from using Primalog. So for me personally, it just feels perfect. And like I said, and like you saw, I took the full serving size. As far as pricing, GDAs generally, fully dosed GDAs, and there's not a lot of fully dosed GDAs out there, but fully dosed GDAs, definitely like what Primeval Labs has here, is not a cheap product. Usually you should look at the $1 to $2 per serving. So yeah, that is expensive. Obviously we're Fitness Deal News, so you should compare prices on the Fitness Deal News Primalog product page, and if there's a deal, we'll tell you about it. Listen, people, I have to say this to summarize my final verdict. Primalog is my #1 GDA right now. I mean, it's just super hard to compare any other GDA out there to this label here. It's just insane. I mean, the label here, one-on-one, if you put the label here one-on-one with any other GDA product out there, it's just there's no comparison. Primeval Labs really went all the way. Now, as far as my personal effect, I really liked it, and I super like the fact that I have no side effects from using Primalog. So this makes, until something changes, Primalog my #1 GDA. And I'm actually going to link to the my updated GDA best GDA list on our site, so you can check it out. And if you want to know who's #2, you can check it out there also. Listen, people. If this video was helpful in your fighting carb decision-making process, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel to see more reviews like this, because this is what we do here, goddammit! We help you make smart decisions about the GDAs that you take and any other thing fitness.